Hey Stat 100 students, it's me, Carly, and Kelly here to give you guys some tips about studying for the final. So, we've been getting a lot of questions about if we could give you guys some ideas on how to study for this online open book final. So, we're going to start off by just telling you a bit about the final, just so you know exactly what to expect when you're taking it on Lon Kappa. So the final is going to be very similar to exam 3 in the fact that it will be on Lon Kappa and it will be timed. And we actually said that you guys can take the final anytime from Friday, this coming Friday, at 12 a.m. to Wednesday, May 13th at 9 p.m. So you can pick any 3-hour window that works best for you during that time. So if you want to take it at 3 in the morning, you are more than happy to do that. But you'll have 3 hours, which is plenty of time. Even if you felt like you were a little crunched for time on exam 3, this final is you should have plenty of time. Usually most people finish in about an hour and an hour to an hour and a half, and you'll have all the 3 hours. There'll be 100 questions total, and they'll be all multiple choice. So slightly different from exam 3. I know you guys had some fill in the blank questions. That will not be the case in the final. Every single question will be multiple choice. And
So what kinds of questions are they going to see on the exam, Carly, like in terms of content?
great question. So I usually tell students that the final is a little heavy on the hypothesis testing. There's going to be about 30 questions of hypothesis testing, so chapters 20 through 24, about 30 questions, and then the other 70 questions are evenly split among exam 1, exam 2, exam 3. And one thing that people always ask me each semester is, do you need to go back through like practice exams from exam 1, exam 2, and exam 3? And honestly, those are very detailed on those specific topics. The final exam is kind of an overview of all of Stat 100. So it doesn't go as in depth on specific topics. It's more of like what are the most important parts from each exam. So I definitely recommend doing the practice finals rather than the practice exams.
So there's a practice final in the book, just like with the other ones. And are there going to be practice finals online as well?
Yes. Yeah, there's actually 2 of them posted online right now, so you guys could start if you wanted to. There's the one in the book is posted online. There's a spring 2014 one that's posted online. And then there's also a study guide, which is basically just another practice exam. So you guys will have 3 total practice exams.
Awesome. So one thing that a lot of people mentioned, Carly mentioned that time is probably not going to be as much a factor this time. But some advice I'd give you if you're a little bit concerned about that, or you just need like some helpful parameters for how to study, you should consider creating your own cheat sheet. So just like if you were going into a real exam, but we allowed you to bring in like a page or something, like, whether it be one full page or 2 full pages, it's kind of up to you. But something, because not only is that helpful for reference during the test, it's also a good way to study because it forces you kind of think, what do you want to write down on your sheet? So if I were you, you don't necessarily have to go through the notebook page by page and write down whatever you find. Remember that there's a summary page for every chapter in the book. So maybe start with those summary pages. Write down whether it be key formulas or key ideas that you're seeing that you want to make sure that you remember, and think about how you just want to organize it on your 1 or 2 sheets. And I think that's a really great way to prepare too.
Definitely. I completely agree. And especially those formulas. We've learned a lot of formulas this semester. So if you have those all in one place, so you're not flipping through the notebook, like kind of going crazy during the final, that is definitely a good thing to have. One thing, too, to kind of add on to what Kelly said is when you guys are doing the practice finals, definitely try doing them with only looking at your cheat sheet that you made. And that'll really help you know if your cheat sheet is sufficient. The practice finals are going to be very similar to the actual final.
Yes, make your cheat sheet first. Make that like your first priority for studying. Then take a practice final, see how well it helps you, see what was missing on your cheat sheet, and then go back and add more, whether it be like on the sheet or if you need like extra space, get another sheet or another note card and then do another one. And I think that would be a very effective way to prepare.
Completely agreed. And then we do have all of the same resources that we've had throughout the semester. We have all the homework open for you guys to do as practice on Lon Kappa. If you feel like you really need practice with one specific thing, that is up there. We also do have all the lecture videos. I would recommend, if you missed any lectures throughout the semester, to go back and watch those and definitely take notes as you're watching them, because that having your whole notebook filled in and then using that to make that cheat sheet is going to be key in studying for this final.
I know you might be wondering how Zoom office hours works, because a lot of you may not have tried it yet. But Carly and I do want to just go ahead and add on, Zoom office hours is pretty empty and there's not really much wait. So please don't hesitate just jumping in if you have a particular homework question or practice exam question that you want to get some resolution on. Like, it's not some crowded, chaotic room. It's usually like 4 or 5 of us sitting around, and we may have 1 or 2 students at a time. So we just encourage you, come to office hours if you just want help on something.
Yeah, if you have a question on anything, even if it's a concept from exam 1, we'd be happy to help. And like Kelly said, it's usually us just hanging out there. So come by, even if it's really quick, even if you come on for like 5 minutes, we're more than happy to help.
Mm-hmm. Okay, is there anything else we should say?
Good question. I think that's it.
I think so too. I can't think of anything else other than, like we always say, we miss y'all. We wish we were in person too, and we are rooting for you all to do well. We don't want people to not do well in the course, so we really want the best for you, and like, help us help you.
Yes, for sure. And if you guys, as always, if you have any questions, you can email either of us, and we can help in whatever way we can. So we hope your guys' finals week goes well. And sorry we didn't get to say goodbye in person, but if we don't see you again, have a great summer.